combined with the... Oh my god, Duro!
Okay, I mean, if Duro's just gonna like sit here and like Gumayusi carry, gonna look for a little bit of a back angle.
That would have been big if that hits.
Ooh, never mind.
The pre-6 dive?
Yep, holding on to it here is Gumayusi. Nimbus Strike gonna come on through, and it's actually Duro that takes the kill. And the teleport is going to be in a little bit late here by Doran. Does have the equalizer available though, but they just take a magical journey to safety as Tibbers gets a little bit angry, but so does the orb. And now Chovy's looking to chase down, the flash forward, and there is the flash in to follow. Ona locks down the kill onto Chovy, and it may have just all been a bait.
Beautiful bait there. Oh, Canyon!
Oh, there it is. Okay, never mind. It's going to be answered, and Faker did indeed go down. I thought that actually Faker had made it out, but he was off screen, and I just...
Faker. I assume the shield just barely is enough. There we go.
He's dead again.
That's the cost of that flash. So Chovy playing aggressive and getting punished 2 times in a row now.
Yeah, that was going to check it out one more time. Yes, and indeed, Carrier is here to make his way over. There's also an equalizer. So it's Doran. That's who the other person was.
Oh, it's Doran. There you go. But nicely done by Carrier. Really good punish. Really good punish by the side of T1.
Secured for them as far as feats of strength are concerned. One more kill, one more objective. They will be able to upgrade some shoes. The equalizer goes down, but the exhaust is there from Keen, who's snipping around the rift. Does have his needles out as well, but Faker's making his way down, and Keen has now just realized that he's likely dead. Wants to be able to trade this one for the kill against Doran. Let's see whether he can actually get there, as never mind. Faker just comes on over, stuns him up, and Keen will just walk underneath the turret, hoping to deny an assist to Doran or something like that, in case, you know, damage came in a little late. But it
wasn't a tanky build, which...
Yeah.
Makes sense given the comp. Might still be dead though.
He is, his flash isn't up. As Tempered Fate is going to buy him a little bit of time, but otherwise not too much. It does take him a little while longer. Pop Blossom is going to be invested. Ruler comes on down though, and Tibbers is angry, but it's still going to be T1 that are running away from the bottom lane of Gen.G.
Yes, to do with Vestus Heal. Will be very happy to do so for that kill.
Yeah, Pop Blossom, I guess, as well, but Shockwave's going to come down towards his bottom side. As Chovy, I think, is a little angry. They get the Cyclone as well. That is going to guarantee that the Annie goes down. As Duro, you got to stop this, man. He is just meep slapping everyone.
That, it's 130 gold.
Yeah.
Which he has been. That owner's like, can I take that? Right, guys?
All right, well, Duro and Canyon are in here. They're going to get the Cyclone out as Ona will get the ult in. Doran is following as Gwen's in the mix, and they're looking for the Rumble as well. Magical Journey going to be taken. Ona will get taken down, but it's a double Pop Blossom. Keen is going to go down, and Canyon nowhere to run. Duro, the same situation. It's going to have to really find some magic here.
Run, Bard, run!
Yeah, that is going to be the old flame spitter, and down goes the Bard. Chovy's farming. Ruler's farming again. Well, he's just going to ult the wave. The cannon is going to come through with another melee, and we're going to see whether we can kill him underneath this turret. Another Cyclone does come in. Decoy going to help take him out there as the Tempered Fate will deactivate the turret. And that will allow everyone to get out of here. As T1, yeah, they're going to throw down the Rift Herald, and they're going to look for even more. A sacrifice of just a Rumble for this outer turret is going to feel pretty good, as now Keen dashing after Faker here. The flash does come out, and now Faker's definitely dead. That flash was never saving him ever. And now you got a Rift Herald making her way up towards the top side. Shelly's merry jaunt, as we can see here. But I don't know whether he wants to charge the turret, because he probably would die. Shelly's just going to wear herself out and head back to the void.
This game's a bit of a mess. It does mean that the mid lane turret falls. I think maybe otherwise he could have barely made it.
All right, here's another little catch. As we can see, Keen was in the mist for a while, but the equalizer is going to come down. That's another kill going over to Gumayusi. He did take a fair bit of damage, but not quite enough. As now Doran in a little bit of trouble, but maybe Ruler is as well, but finally does get that last shot into the Rumble. Yeah, Ruler has ult, and they don't have a Rumble, so maybe this is going to be a dragon.
I do think that maybe look for Cheeky's not going to do it, even with the vision. I think that's fair. Duro's still out there, so Drake's going to go over to Gen.G. It's Chovy, is it a trap?
Yep, they're going in. Who's trapping who? As the Shockwave is fantastic to deny Faker's approach. And now Ona is in a little bit of trouble, but he's continuing to go in. This guy has no fear at all as the rockets do start raining down, and Gumayusi will say, cease fire, everyone. They will acquiesce at least for now. Keen and Doran continuing to just 1v1 here towards the bottom side, and Gumyushi will come back towards the mid lane because Ruler is continuing to shove that one out. Are we going to go for it as Chovy is backing?
Did they not
Who is baiting who? Is there it is! Canyon comes on over and that is 2 dead! Chovy just knew! I guess Gen.G had all the information. And T1 caught napping as we've got a little bit of a dive here as the equalizer. That is not a dive that you could take. Beautifully played here by Doran, but on the top side, it's a mess.
And not even vintage Doran is enough to halt the acceleration of gold for Gen.G. I really thought that they knew.
Wait, unless Gumyushi is down here just killing Ruler.
Thanks for the chocolate.
Yeah, he's able to get himself out. Does have, of course, the Ghost Blade.
Oh, I want to go back to that. I thought that they spotted them. Like, I actually thought that they spotted him.
The amount of damage that he was able to do. Now Artican is going to get started up as Gen.G looking for their second objective of the game.
Oh, that's a late contest, Atlas.
Oh, they're looking for the angle here as Doran does have his equalizer back off cooldown. This will be difficult for them to lock down as the equalizer does come in. And it will be secured here by Gen.G. Good smite from Canyon, although there was no real contest. Can be slippery, although it has worked in the past. As now Duro could be in trouble, but he's also not the target they're looking for. The equalizer is weird, to say the least. And T1 now without that big tool. The needlework's coming out there. The Pop Blossom is going to connect on a new shockwave under 4 people!
Oh no!
5! My god, the Cyclone and they all explode! It is over! As Gen.G, they'll take a celebratory dragon, and oh god, T1, that is not where you want it to be!
That's a mad movie right there, baby!
That's what that was. That was a 5-man shockwave standing in perfect position to be blended.
In theory, it makes sense. It's like Gwen doesn't have an escape. Keen.
Yes.
How you've been?
I've been pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, not too bad.
It's Korean summer, you know, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's it's not great. Faker's dead, and Tib is gold. Who did it go to? Canyon.
Wait,
Canyon
the
got
flank?
Unless it was Chovy. They were sharing some pictures.
The flank?
Okay, got a really nice air conditioner though, so that has been put through its paces.
That is the most important. He's towards Keen. Not being allowed to really play the games.
There's a flash in. That's going to be another Cosmic Binding. Doran taking some time being CC'd and will get caught by the very edge of that Tempered Fate. I've seen other ones of those miss. As Keen is going to snip him up. It is now going to be Keen versus the bottom lane, but the Pop Blossom going to do nothing against the stasis that he brings out. And so that means that Owner is going for a miracle here, and that is precisely what they're going to need.
Well, they can definitely bully them off here. Like, Chovy needs to walk all the way over. They need to hurry up, though.
You say definitely. Keen is on a flank angle as Carrier could be in a little bit of trouble here as Duro going to be cleansing himself. The Deadly Flourish comes down there. There's the curtain call as Canyon gets out of the pit. This Baron is so extraordinarily low. It's down to 1,100, and it's going to be secured by Gumyushi. He's in the back of the pit, and he just gets sliced up like a ham. And it's going to be Ruler that takes that kill. Now Carrier wanting to keep at least another one of these Barons alive as Canyon comes. Boop. And down goes the Vine.
Situation, right? And you Chovy TP to bot, and then they started Nash, which means that Faker knew he could TP to mid and pressure them off the Baron. I think they were a little slow. They probably could have gotten a little bit more done.
Chovy went gold, then Doran went gold, and then Doran went dead.
I just don't think it really matters for the game. 39 petals for Gen.G, and we gotta keep our eye on the...
Yeah, where's the... I can't see their last match. They are not looking to slow down at any point in time. They could take a vacation if they felt like it, and they would still be there for the World Championship as they have made playoffs of the LCK already. As Chovy is going to throw out his ultimate, but only onto Ona, and then just runs away, has Phase Rush, and is going to get Pop Blossom. They're going to see whether they can take him down, but he goes golden. The Tempered Fate to make people even more golden, as finally is going to get taken out, but unfortunately the trade, I think, is going to be a little too great. That being said, killing Chovy probably feels great, and that's the best they're going to get because their Nexus is about to explode.
Hey, they got 6 stacks off of the Magi's as well.
Oh, that is a really good point. Faker does manage to almost take down Canyon here. That was very close. As Carrier is likely going to get booped. That is a decent little Captain Jack there from Ruler, but unable to quite kill him. And so Carrier will be able to watch on as his Nexus goes down. But T1 we'll drop this. And when the damage graphs come up, you're like, oh, well, you know, I guess Cassante is actually a damage.
So let's the T1 draft I think is very straightforward. This is a fair card game, Atlas.
Yep, Channing Tatum, absolutely. You didn't watch the most recent Deadpool and Wolverine movie?
I haven't yet.
He played, what's his face? Never mind, we've got a bit of an engage here towards the bottom side of the map. Ruler dashing on in, but Carrier gets himself out of there. We do have the feathers pulled back, but no one's going to get rooted. So I believe this will be a stalemate. Do get the concussive blows onto Owner, who takes a fair bit of damage, but everyone on Gen.G is looking...
We are seeing a bit of a problem developing, though, which is that, as you highlight, like, TF should always be ahead.
Yeah, I don't think you're killing Keen here. Like, the amount of times we saw Keen... okay, he's gone all out, though, as now the Destiny coming towards the top side, and yeah, the Sejuani was here, but she can't save him from that. That is first blood going over to the Cassante, and now Keen's life is waiting.
Yup.
It's glorious. Well, Destiny is not exactly kind to Doran here towards the top side of the map, as Keen's going all out, Chovy's going all in, and Doran is real dead. That is a kill going over to the Twisted Fate. We were talking about a kill worth of gold. Well, he has that now, as Flash is going to be invested here by Duro to get himself out of the way of the Emperor's Divide, but he's still moving forward. Ruler lit on fire here as Ona comes on over down that portion, as Gen.G 1 kill away from the feats of warfare. And Chovy's getting to work on this turret to the point.
Not again, not again, not again.
He just got back. He doesn't want the dying spree. Not a dying spree, as that's a bit of a drive-by. It doesn't quite work here for Canyon, as Chovy does find a blue card. Not sure about that one, as Doran's going to be able to take down the Skarner, and it's a disaster here for Gen.G as T1 even out the kills and well and truly strike back.
Carry up the hero that Doran needed, making sure that his top laner stays alive after these continued dives. And now, all of a sudden, T1 is winning on multiple sides of the map. They're able to push in bot, bullying Keen off the turret as Chovy.
Yeah, this is a big deal if they can lock down this kill, and they got 3 people here. He wants to deal with the minions that are in position as he flashes away from his turret, and that is going to mean that he's dead. Cute little gold card towards the end there, but not going to be able to get too much. He still has a massive gold lead, but he's now not on the map. And Gen.G kind of falling apart at the seams. We were talking about the feats
of... That's crazy.
Kind of ridiculous.
I think T1 is still going to look for the contest, and look, Faker making his way over.
Yeah, let's see whether the pigeon can find the angle, as the Glacial Prison doesn't quite get there, as now Chovy gets the gold card onto Faker. And now for the rest of the fight, Canyon going down extraordinarily low. There's the jungler out of it. Emperor's Divide, not really finding it, but it pushes them out of the pit as Keen. He's gone all out, but he is, in fact, all out. Double knock up there from Carrier as well. Looking fantastic. Ruler frontlining doesn't want to, as he flashes to get out of the way, and that is Faker on the board with a kill onto Duro that he was looking for before. And Chovy not going to get hit by that grand entrance, but I still think he's in a bit of trouble here, as Ruler wanting to try and catch them off guard, as another gold card is locked in. Wildcard's actually hitting all of them there, as somehow it's Faker that managed to just take down Ruler. Chovy will survive, and T1 limp away.
One mid lane turret sieged. Possible setup towards the Drake as well. Now the gold lead firmly in their favor.
And a 4-0-2 Xayah as well. Quick blades.
Remember, individually or poke away. We do see that comp struggle a little bit as Ruler and Chovy tried it. Looking good.
Yeah.
Although Doran might be caught.
This is a really awkward position here as Canyon walks over the ward. They get the information here with the Destiny, as there is the Glacial Fissure, and all the Emperor's Divide by Faker is glorious as they lock down Chovy. They'll also take the Skarner as well, as Gumayushi in a little bit of trouble here as Keen manages to get one back, but it's only onto Doran. And T1 are now chasing down the remaining stragglers of Gen.G, and they do it so well with this composition. There's the culling. It doesn't really do too much of anything at all, as the permafrost not going to connect onto Duro there, but he has to flash to get out of the way. And they'll trade Doran for a whole bunch more here as T1 move to 10-4.
And Gen.G is tenacious, but T1 is getting the better end of them anyway. Faker having big impact on this Azir. Consistently
get control vision in the area. The Otacon,
this is just gone.
Just going down, and Gen.G no real right to head over there. The vision is paramount, and they have none of it. And so Gen.G just going to settle with an outer turret in mid.
Guma and Carrier on the Xayah and Rakan. The team fighting of these two has been incredible.
Look for this as Ona comes on over. They clear out the wave. Concussive blows, and nothing really happens here as That was a cleanse one as T1 just continue this relentless pressure. Chovy has found a lane, but look at this. The poke onto Ruler is just kind of gigantic, and the rest of T1 just continuing to push forward. They'll take down this inner turret very comfortably with 4 members, and Canyon just not quite here in time to try and alleviate anything as Keen comes on over and is trying to defend against Faker's push, but it is unrelenting. Does take a lot of damage here from the Keen Sante as the Emperor's Divide is going to have to be employed. That means that T1 do not have that if there is going to be a bit of a team fight. The Glacial Prison also was thrown out earlier on as Carrier looks for a bit of an angle here, gets the charm onto Chovy. So T1 not really hard committing as it's a fight for a Gromp, guys. There's the Destiny, and okay, Chovy thinks that this is maybe an angle. Shifting Sands does get Faker out of there, and remember, this is 3 items onto Chovy now. Maybe it's an opportunity, but you can see the culling just kind of hitting the air, and now T1, they can back away if they'd like to. Would they like a team fight? That is our question, but without the Emperor's Divide, perhaps they do not want it.
Well, Gen.G is slow playing this. Do have Doran probably looking for a base and immediately TPing back. There's a good amount of flank angles behind them.
Yep, there is a Mega Cone here as well for Chovy if you'd like to utilize it. But
oh, Doran.
Yep, there is the teleport in as Doran diving on top of Keen here as Chovy holding onto this gold card for such a long time. Carrier comes on over, and there is the all out. It is going to be the secure on the Dragon with that unsealed spellbook from Duro as Canyon's just going to drive his way out as best he can. Down goes Doran as Gen.G, they slow down Carrier as well, and I don't think he's long for this world as the Ardent Blaze will be able to tag him, so he's not going to be executing himself just yet. And so Gen.G able to deny the soul and will also find themselves, could you call it a fight? I guess you could call it a fight.
Don't remind me, bro. I don't want to. That's like a whole nother conversation. I don't. But he did teach us that Gromp is important as Gen.G start up Nash.
Yeah, this is what they learned from T1.
Just Nash.
They just start up the Baron. If you notice, Chovy finding an angle. Or did T1 find a Chovy? Chovy kind of knew that this was what was happening. He doesn't have an arm guard, so he's just dead. And now the quickness goes all over the rest of Gen.G. Can they find it? No, they cannot. The Emperor's Divide throws them into the mix. And now, Ona trying to dash his way out. Ruler is doing a decent job, but Gumayusi just getting on in there. My God, he slaughters them. It's a triple kill for the Zyre, and T1 say, well, I guess we'll take a Baron.
Maybe if you have Flash and Zonya's choked.
Area getting that sick cleanse.
Yeah, this game is looking mighty.
How many has it been? Because it was the 2 at MSI.
So it was both at MSI. They didn't face and road to MSI. I think round robin 2 was a 2-0. I think round robin 1 was incredible, but round robin 2 I remember being a bit of a letdown.
Yeah, it wasn't super hard.
Not this one, Atlas.
Not this time around as we move into our first ever round 3. So we get a zoom in on the gold card being collected by the bird that was flapping away. To keep the streak alive.
Yeah, but they've been in interviews and they're like, yeah, we don't really care. We just want to play well.
Yeah, no.
Which maybe a multi-man ult from Canyon. Otherwise, we go in the game free.
Oh, there's the Destiny to come in there as they found Canyon on the flank. He only gets Ona with the ulti. As now Gumayusi is in a little bit of trouble, but he's got the Featherstorm. He's buying so much time. And the Emperor's Divide to get him out of there as well. Ruler is the one that's down so low as they trade 80 carries. As now Keen dives in, but he cannot pick anyone up. And it's Doran finding his revenge. He'll also get cleansed. Everything is fine. And now Chovy and Duro versus the world as the teleport to get Chovy out of there will be interrupted by Ona. As Doran says, yeah, we are going to a game 3 and I'm going to take us there by destroying these Nexus turrets. And he's getting some revenge after being bullied earlier on. These health bars aren't going down as fast as they really wanted to as Chovy flashes out of the grand entrance. And we're just going to zoom in here on Doran booping down this Nexus with his hammer. Gets the gun out there as well just to show that it can transform. That was real cute. Oh man, we haven't seen this for ages. This is something that Gumayusi Carrier used to be great at in the past.
It's the 2022 era, right?
It really is. That was a
spring 2022.
A little bit wayward. It just does the rage ignite. But Ona is there. This is setting up for a bit of a dive as they will
Faker's here.
Yeah, Faker in amongst it. Teleport is going to come down from Keen, but I believe that one was interrupted. Another one. As never mind, not actually going to come on through there, and they do manage to get that first kill. Faker locking down first blood as Ona is able to flash away as well. And even Doran will survive as the Dominus did come on through there as Canyon takes about 15 years, but he will be able to take down this dragon. And they do, you know, stick around in lanes. There's going to be a wave mist in mid, but a double kill in the top lane and this whole wave.
So this game, to me, is kind of a repeat of game number 2.
Oh, there it is!
That's Alistair, though.
Yeah, so he's going to get a pulverize off. There is a teleport in, though, as the Gragas is coming down. Moonlight Vigil will do a damage. And the Gragas is here, guys. Howdy, Gragas.
Howdy, Doran.
That's going to
send
him over, and Gumayusi with a bunch of extra money, and he'll deny the cannon as well.
Oh god, he's going to be up like what? Like 1.5, 1.4?
Yeah, 1.5.
Yeah.
Feels pretty good. Keen also extending his advantage as Duro will be able to get... No, he doesn't even need vision because they can see Faker on that ward. But nothing they can do about it. Control ward goes over.
Especially with these white guns. So one of the things we always talk about with Ziggs, one of the things that infuriates Orcs.
I mean, it's the Caitlyn and Jinx thing
as
well, and the play does come back though. So you can't dodge all of it, even if the hook does go wide. Still, Canyon is going to be able to eat this turret.
So the gold lead remains... Yeah, and
I remember, because you said juke, and that made me sad. He's already a juke, okay? That's all right. Carrier with the flash play. Ona looking to go on in as well, but the Arcane Storm wants to take down the tick. One more tick will do it, but it's not going to connect. As now the cask will deliver Canyon to his death potential. He did have to subjugate there. And oh my god, Ona survives the headbutt to get Gumayusi out of here, but he is an absolute demolition machine. And Gen.G, they might be staring down the barrel of their first loss of the season.
Keen trying to look for a counter pick. The hook hits him.
He does manage to at least get carry. He's flashing in, looking for even more. The turret's helping him out at the same time. But Ona is also going to be able to get a cute little charge, and that will help take down the Croc. This guy's in. It is built different, ladies and gentlemen. And that whole time, Gumayusi was just slaughtering them. 3-0 afterwards as well.
Yep, 4.5k gold lead now. And I think this Drake, Gen.G are going to contest. I don't know if they really can.
There's the Hex Flash hook onto Duro. Not too much more to happen after that, but there's a glorious cask onto Chovy. Does get the gravity field down, as now Duro does get a pulverize, but Faker is making his way in, and Ona just finding it. Ruler goes down yet again. The entire bottom lane has been removed, and Faker will just take a bit of a journey underneath the turret. Might have been a bridge a little too far, as Carrier looks for another cute little play. Needs a few extra links in that chain, though, if he wants to get that one. As Ona going in one more time. It's the most balanced Trundle has looked all week, as the hook this time is going to connect. It lands onto Chovy. Guma's going to grab that kill, and Carrier, I mean, I don't know how it worked, but it absolutely worked. He had some of the most crazy team since the LCK season started.
Since February, Atlas, we are free season. There was winter. Spring is Valios. And Gen.G, yeah, in theory, this comp, there are parts of it that scale well, but Ruler's going to be behind. I think this was the first best of 5 between them at MSI. Crawl back from a big deficit. It was a very different drop. It was a very different setup. This T1 comp, just, its skills.
Perfect for this stage of the game as well with this composition. As a hook is just going to sail on by. Death Ray going to come on through there as well, as Chovy will be able to at least sidestep the cask. But Ona is looking to make his way in. Another hook is going to be fantastic here, as Chovy's already got that flash on cooldown. In comes the Moonlight Vigil, and down goes Gen.G. There's at least a couple of kills back here, as they do manage to trade with the help of the turret, but T1 is so far ahead, they don't really mind that Doran and Carrier go down. The damage is still here.
There's still a walking turret in the form of Guma. Ruler doesn't get to play the game.
He's an upgraded turret.
Yeah, because he also kills other turrets in a matter of seconds.
Well, red-white don't fight. Well, that is not what T1 are thinking. They've got a green gun now, so the extra range here for Gumayusi.
Are we like looking at like a deal, or did he let this one go and he
well, actually, there are 3 rounds for this particular end of the year. As Ruler is just going to get engaged on, does have to flash, and there's another cast. This time, no avoiding that, and that is Faker grabbing a bunch of extra gold. Yep, sometimes, but the way that T1 have played this, the way they moved Gumayusi around the map and turned him into this slaughter machine has been just beautiful. He'll take the Lantern Ride to get himself out of there. We also just haven't seen that much success for Thresh. Even when carried,
he is dead.
Speed
he is dead.
So is this dragon.
He'll run. He'll make him work for it, but
yeah. Well, Malcove gaming there, as he does. Doran just going to boot himself away to try and avoid that.
Not again,
I've
not again,
seen
not
this
again.
play before.
Oh, it's the fake out. And Faker then
The
comes in
faker
for
out.
That was okay, I'm done.
That was weird. There's a dead troll. Dead dragon. Soul point now for T1. Don't know whether that is all that relevant, because the game could just be over in 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful snowballing from T1, right? And it really comes down to that one dive in top.
Oh dear. Ruler is just dead. Cut the video, cut the video, cut the video, cut the video. Didn't need to watch it. It's a little bit worrying here, as at least Kane does have a Dominus. Faker is going to take a Lantern Ride to get out scot-free from that one. And Chovy comes on over, but he comes on over a whole lot later than he needed to. And Arcane Storm is down underneath this turret. He does go golden, as that is a dead Gragas. Maybe, no. They are, in fact, too far ahead, ladies and gentlemen.
The wallets, Atlas!
Yeah, that was the piano-sized wallet right on the noggin of Chovy. And T1 will be able to push these super minions in for the first time in a deciding game of a series this season. Gen.G are looking to go down. We'll see. There is a pillar of filth there.
That's worth. I'm not even. Shouldn't have happened.
Well, T1 are just going to deny this. Is Keen? Okay.
Atlas, this whole situation.
Yes.
It just reminds me of when you were like, "Wow, I'm fine," and then you were not fine. That's what I'm looking at right now.
It's the jet lag scenario. Yes. Well. The Victor is just going to get taken down as T1 just catch 2 teleports that come in, delivering members of Gen.G to their doom.
They're doing it, Atlas!
They are definitely doing it. They're just going to wander down. Baron is unnecessary as Ruler is going to be discovered by Ona once again. This time the snare comes in, but now he's just going to hunt him down to the ends of the earth, and that is maybe going to infinity in this game, because T1 will end it and end Gen.G's streak. 27 is all they will get, as T1 in their home ground will be able to take down Gen.G for the first time.